Hello, gentle viewers, and I give you this warning, there will be ranting in this episode. No. It's not because of Poultrygeist. While it is the first mission that shows up with Banishers, that's not what I'm going to be ranting about. Instead, I'm going to be ranting about Mass Effect 3. Now, I know that everyone's tired of hearing about Mass Effect 3, and I acknowledge it's a good game, but it has flaws. Anyways, let's go into Poultrygeist while I rant. Actually, I'll stop ranting during the cutscene, so I'll start my rant after that.
It seems that sinister events transpire around a certain family house in a certain suburb of Gravenville. Your previous success brought to light the grisly antics of an unhinged old lady. But the grim history of this house stretches further into the past. It seems that the house was built on the site of an ancient chicken burial ground, the pit for the Calamityville Poultry Slaughterhouse. So many turkeys and chickens were slain and thrown into the earth. Their troubled essences await retribution. The troubled mind of one Carol Ann Hutz, a child who has already witnessed your terrible powers once, has become home for hard-boiled, a gestalt of the headless necks and ruffled feathers of the departed. Aid this poltergeist in emptying the house of the taint of rational human presence, and you will acquire a valuable new ally.
By valuable, he means worthless unless you actually use Poultrygeist, which I don't. Anyways, this is mainly a scaring mission. The only ghost we need to worry about is what's his name? Hard-boiled, and he is gotten by scaring away everyone but Carol Ann Hutz in the final person who we will see when we scare away everyone but Carol Ann Hutz. So, while I select my team, I'm going to start ranting about Mass Effect. Don't worry, this won't take up the whole video. Now, I have to say to start off, this thermal clip system they introduced in Mass Effect 2 was a really bad idea. I mean, by the way, main's useless for this one. Anyways, why would they do that? It took something very unique in the Mass Effect universe, the overheating weapons, and they turned it into just a standard shooter concept of the limited ammunition. Oi! Which murder is there in this level? Yeah. Now, other than the replacement of overheating with thermal clips, I can understand Mass Effect 2. It's a good game. It's just that it's hard to get used to the whole thermal clip system after you've been running around shotgunning everyone in Mass Effect 1. Now, I've been playing the Mass Effect series, and I've gotten up to Mass Effect 3 on one character. I started playing about the same time I started this LP, so yeah, I've been doing kind of quickly. Anyways. No, I haven't been passing up side missions. What you talking about, fool? Anyways, so what else should I take? I don't know. While I'm deciding, I can explain the rest of this. See, excuse me. Yeah. Now, Mass Effect 3. There's problems apparent from the very start. And now, a lot of these are little problems, like Anderson's quad walking, or quad running, and Shepard running like a gorilla, or, well, not really like a gorilla. Gorillas don't run like that, but you get what I mean. Or the fact that Anderson isn't the council anymore, which is explained, so that's not really an issue. It's not really an issue if you read the freaking codex like you're supposed to. Yeah, the haters of Mass Effect 3 piss me off almost about as much as Mass Effect 3 does. Which is not that much. Who do I want to pick? This is so difficult. This is giving me time to rant about Mass Effect. Anyways. Now... I admit... What am I admitting? Yeah, I actually like the story of Mass Effect 3. I know most don't, but... Or a lot of people don't, but... I think it's a good story. It's an epic conclusion to an epic series of games. And I mean epic in the most, you know, actual senses, not the slang it's become. But almost... by the second mission, you've noticed if you play like I do, you've noticed a serious problem. Now, it's pretty easy to encounter this problem. Let's say you have the DLC, you've started New Game Plus, or you've gotten one of the bonus packs that comes from pre-ordering the game. Now, at the end of the second mission, you have to take down someone with a pistol. Unfortunately, the only pistol really capable of taking down that person in the limited time frame is the Predator. Now, if you have all the DLC I do, or you start a New Game Plus, you have a wide variety of pistols that you prefer. The Blood Pack pistol, the Asari pistol, the N7 pistol, the shotgun pistol. A lot of those will not work. You pretty much have to use the Predator. So I ended up having to restart that mission like, what was it? 3-4 times? Because I kept not bringing in... Shut up, dog! I kept not bringing in the Predator, thinking that I could take down the person with... Yeah, I'm deciding on shivers. With the other pistols. Especially the Blood Pack pistol, because it does so much damage. Nope. Have to use the Predator. And the Blood Pack pistol showed so much promise because it brought that person down to like 1 bar of health. 1 bar! But it reloads too slow for it to be actually used. So yeah, you have to use the Predator. Anyways, that concludes my rant for now. If I find more issues with Mass Effect 3, like... Oh, and being forced to play multiplayer. I know I've already picked my goals. Being forced to play multiplayer. Being someone who doesn't play multiplayer all that often and just doesn't really keep an Xbox Live membership, I find that to be bullshit. I know that's... Actually, that's not foul language for my show because I didn't use the F word. Anyways... Mass Effect... You pretty much have to play multiplayer, which is a problem for me because I tend not to keep a gold membership because I don't play multiplayer a lot. I admit the multiplayer for Mass Effect 3 is fun, but you have to play it, which is a problem in my eyes. Anyways, let's stop ranting and go haunting.
Lay
Not
the
Nintendo Caprice
poltergeist
Sun.
spirit
We can't
to
just
rest.
rant and get away with
Empty
it.
the house of all sane mortals.
Mortals. Up. Yep, the tea set is still there. We can bind down Blue Murder. Well, let's get out the lay of the land before we do anything. Insightful words from our friend Hardboiled. Anything else, Hardboiled? Anything else? Well then, that was worthless. Oh, I should mention, if you didn't save Arclight, Static, or Maxine Factor, or you're coming to this mission a second time, their bodies will still be here, and they will still be bound to their bodies. Well, except for Maxine Factor, she's bound to her makeup case. Whatever. And I think never mind. So, bottom line is, if you didn't catch them the first time, or you're coming back a second time, those 3 ghosts will still be here. So admittedly, I could have, you know, not brought in... Yeah, I could have just waited until now to get Maxine Factor, but I decided I'd get it out of the way then. What's the long-term benefit? What's the long-term downside? This LP is going to be like one episode in about 16 minutes longer. Now we really get to use Clouded Claw's most powerful move, Legion! I do not understand why you are scared. Hey, I've been playing Mass Effect. I had to make a reference to Legion when I'm using a power called Legion. We do not understand the large fear against this mortal. We do not understand this large fear of this mortal concept called ghosts. They do not exist. Oh, it appears Grandpa Hutz recovers from the psychosis. Psychosis of his fear of spiders. Rape. No. We're not saying that word. Actually, it's not. Should it stay or should it go?
The mortals have
Let
called
me
in
know
a
already.
medium.
Should it stay or
Must
should it
protect
go?
Hard-boiled from her powers of exorcism.
Up, priority target, Beatrice Leash. This is our first encounter with a Banisher. A Banisher that's scared of noises. So we can just cacophony her to fear and back. Ah, good times, good times. Anyways. Now, if you scare Exorcist enough, then they will get to the point where they will no longer use their sensing power, whatever that sensing power may be. That's a sensing power. See that? Grabbing your temples and waving her hand? That's a sensing power. If you get them scared enough, they will no longer do that. Beatrice is actually one of the harder... Oh. Beatrice is one of the more difficult ones to scare away because of her high terror and madness. But she also isn't that hard due to her really high belief. There's a ghost in front of you! Banish! Actually, don't banish it. That's bad for me. Thanks, Beatrice. Your stupidity will be rewarded. Let's find in Blue Murder. Hope Carol Ann doesn't set her off. Moonscrape doesn't actually have much scare potential right now. All she can do is cacophony and spooky surprise. Doesn't even have... Wait. No, wait, I was wrong. She has strange vision. She has two moves that require the... Of course, Carol Ann set her off.
That is fine, Runate. What a charcoal dam?
That is fine, Runate.
That is fine, Runate. It's a charcoal dam.
Yeah, I can't tell her to not use her powers when Carol Ann is around. Not sure if I could tell Blue Murder not to use her powers when Carol Ann's around anyways. Without a lot of whoops, I accidentally benched Blue Murder. Actually, I'm gonna keep Blue Murder benched for the moment. So we can do this! Boom! Didn't work. I think the cacophony does a major scare, but it only works once. So keep that in mind, viewers.
Ranting. It's an art, Dan. It's a nice day.
Don't bite your thumbnails when you're on recording, Kyle. That's rude. Blue Murder's doing good work.
Chicks forked on ma. What's your mama?
She saw the ghost, and she ran away. You're not very good at this, are you? You know, I don't think I ever mentioned this. There's a lot of powers that electrical ghosts can only use when they're bound to an electrical fetter. Basically, anything that has to do with electricity can only be used if there's an electrical fetter, or in some cases, if there's electrical fetters nearby. Spark can only be used if they're bound to an electrical fetter, and as we already saw, Sparkstorm can be used as long as there's an electrical fetter in the area. Come on, Beatrice. Oh, get scared by the spiders! Spiders! There's another thing you need to stop doing, Kyle. Stop taking your hand off the mouse. Your mouse is your key. You can keep your hand off the keyboard to rest your head on, or do hand signals that the viewers can't see anyways, because it just helps you focus or something. But don't take your hand off the mouse. You just can't tell what you're doing. Oh, I don't want that. Did I actually tell Santa Claus to pick on Beatrice's leash? No, I didn't.
Art is fun, right? Okay.
I really shouldn't have brought so many ghosts that have to be bound to Pacific fetters. Fetters into Pacific. And there goes Beatrice. Now we don't have to worry about anyone for the rest of the mission. Well, most of the mission. Hi, Marcy. Hi, Hater. Now Blue Murder can get people in here so the Gaslies can scare them. Blue Murder and Ghastly. Buddy Cop movie of the year. Look at the person splitting himself in half. You B-word. B-lister. I think Ghastly can actually get Dance Macabre. Basically, you know how Dominate causes one mortal to get dominated? Ew. Well, Dance Macabre causes multiple mortals to get dominated at once. I really need to choose my words better. Yeah, I'd be scared if someone was splitting himself open for me. Spooky surprise! Look at my heart! Look at my heart! This is rambled! Eggman! Eggman! No. Iceman! Look, man! What the hell? This dropped him right in there. Goodbye, Greg. Get out of here. You only use your powers if mortals are present. Oh, we can use hard-boiled. Unfortunately, hard-boiled is hard to use, like, you know, like most, poltergeists. Yay! The music's back! The same dance look. Guess it would be effective if we sniped them with Legion. What are you doing? In there anymore. You don't have to go in there now. Yeah, they're being obsessed over. There goes Diane. Come on, Diane. What? You're still here? Your terror bar is maxed out. Steve Hutz has got some will on him. There we go. There goes Diane. Spooky surprise! It's like Chef Surprise, but better! I haven't really been using shivers all this mission. I could have left with only 5 ghosts! lungs out. Like you're a singer. You're good at singing. You are very be tone deaf. All you know. Be tone deaf. Now we ban drugging. Okay, stop singing. Now, you want to bench all your ghosts once you get the last mortal, besides Carol Ann, scared away. Why? You'll see. Now, first, Hardboiled will tell you it's with you in the most panic way possible.
Who have the mortals called? This ghost breaker will banish your
They made a
ghosts if you do
Ghostbuster
not
reference because you
actively-
really can't have a ghost-based game without referencing Ghostbusters. Say hello to Lawrence Murray, the Ghost Breaker. This guy will require you to be a lot more tactical. At first. I actually developed my tactical approach to Ghostmaster as a result of guys like Lawrence Murray or Beatrice Leach. Taking away my ghosts when I tried to just let them sit there and accumulate scares. Turn around! Aha! Couldn't get me that time, eh, Lawrence? Ha-ha! Have to do the aha twice. And now he's got his gun sticking out like he's got a... Don't even, Con. You're not Vincent and Capri Sun. You can't make that kind of joke and get away with it. Actually, technically I could. I don't have fans. Ha! Thoroughfare. Now, go, Moonstream! Ah! I love this game. So much better than Mass Effect 3. It hasn't really any plot. What plot it has is just an excuse to scare people, but that doesn't make it a bad game. Great game. Listen to that music. Oh yeah. You cannot deny music like that. Listen to that piano. That's another piano. Wait, there is a piano in the background. Got that right mix of creepy and exciting. Like he's just scaring the crap out of all of these mortals. Dance, dance, dance. Dance, 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 da 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 dance, dance, dance. I'm pretty sure I'm not tone deaf because none of the notes sound the same. Don't make the spooky surprise joke again, Kyle. It's like Chef Surprise, but it's spooky! You just made it again, didn't you? And out you go! Alright, we just got Chicken Thing! We got Chicken Thing this time, and we have won in less time than it took to finish Unusual Suspects. Well, Unusual Suspects is a huge level, so of course it's going to take more time. Alright, now that we've ranted about Mass Effect and scared the crap out of people like we always do, we've unlocked a new level. Phantom of the Operating Room. Get it? Phantom of the Operating Room? Phantom of the Opera? Anyways, well, we're not going to do that next time. Instead, we're going to do a level that's been staring us in the face since we got to Act 2. Dead Fellas! Good night, and good luck. Watch out for ghosts!